morning, happy Monday. So this week is hopefully going to be a calmer week, at least less stressful, so that's nice. Our goal for today is to clean the craft room, the studio. It is a hot mess. After prepping for the market, it was pretty clean throughout the whole week, and the last day, well, the day before and the day of, I just wreaked havoc in this room. But I also brought in the actual table that I normally use for my markets, and it's currently set up in here till I end up investing in a different table. But for the time being, I think I'm gonna leave it in here, but it makes everything very closed off in this room. So I wanna rearrange and try to reorganize the room. I don't know how it's gonna work yet, but that's what today is for. Hopefully it goes well. So again, our plan of action is to rearrange the craft room, and then after that I want to attempt something using my Cricut. I saw on Instagram someone sketching their design for another embroidery piece and then having their Cricut draw it on the fabric, which would save me so much of a headache because the designs I do are pretty intricate, so it's pretty hard to do it by hand on a light box. It's not perfect, and I don't want to print on the fabric. I can, but I'm always nervous of not covering it fully. If I don't, it's not a big deal. Well, sorry, if anything, I will fully cover it. It's just peace of mind if it gets if it's heat erasable. Whoa, words are hard this morning. Again, so when I print on the fabric, sometimes you can still have the ink versus using heat erasable pens. You don't have to worry about anything at all. So that's my ideal way of doing my embroidery. But I also would love to embroider on darker fabrics, and they do sell heat erasable white ink pens. So if this works, I would love to be able to buy some of those white ink and use my navy fabric that I adore. That's really hard for me to use because of how dark it is. And also I want to do a few pieces that are larger, like that are almost a printer size page. But if I do it through a printer, it doesn't fit in my hoop. Like, I need more fabric than a printer size because of the hoop that I'm using is pretty large. So I'm hoping that the Cricut will work because I can cut a 12 by 12 inch fabric, like fabric square, and that's the perfect size for the embroideries that I want to do that are closer to an 8 by 10 size. So hopefully it works. I mean, I've seen it work, but I'm hoping it works for my designs that I do since they are a little bit smaller. So hopefully we will be able to test that out today. I'm planning on doing a butterfly. I don't know which one yet, but a butterfly. So I guess let's get started with cleaning the room. future me here, I just realized during editing I never showed really what this desk looked like, because after the time lapse, Eddie and I actually went back and we moved my desktop. We ended up getting another wire that we could use that was longer to move it down, so now I have more room on my desk. But everything else is really the same that you saw throughout the time lapse. This is a few days later, so it's not as neat because I have been working in here. But, yeah, normally my keyboard is down, but I'm eating right now. So, this is kind of how it works. I have my laptop. Normally I have my iPad here, my embroidery floss, and then where I'm actually working. And now my desktop is down there, and it looks so much nicer, and it's so much easier to work in now. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, and we already have a list of things to do as usual. So I have 2 orders to package and ship out. I also have to edit, sorry, I'm looking at my list of things to do, that's why I'm looking down. I have to edit the video from last week, and then I have to start prepping for today's stream, where I'm gonna be working on a butterfly, a peacock butterfly. And I'm super excited because I watched a video of someone using their Cricut with a heat erasable pen, and it worked. Like I tried it on my own Cricut last night with like this little puzzle piece design that I had when I was making something for my dad. So I'm really excited that it works. All right, so last time when I was embroidering the future prints, I was using this hoop, which is like my favorite hoop. I always use it because it has a little notch like within the plastic so the fabric doesn't move. But since it was a circle, and I have to keep it tight when I scan it to make the print, and I had a hard time because it was a circle and I couldn't really do a 5x7 like I wanted. The edges I had to like kind of edit fabric back in, and it just was not ideal. So I ended up buying a larger rectangle instead. But the other idea was printing on the fabric, but I couldn't print on the fabric with this because this is like the size of a piece of paper and the fabric needs to be bigger, so I couldn't use my printer. And then I saw the Cricut hack and I was like, well, that solves my problems if it works. So as I said, I tested it with a little guy. Hopefully it works with a full-on butterfly piece. We're gonna find out. Hopefully it does. It'll save so many problems. I literally redid the studio and intentionally put the Cricut out here instead of keeping it on a shelf in my closet, and I was just taking it out whenever I needed it. But if I'm gonna be able to use it to draw on my fabric, I'm gonna be using it a lot more. So I gave it its own home on a table next to me. So hopefully it can draw out the more intricate details that I need it to. So we'll find out later. But that is today's like little agenda, little goal. So let's get to it. Hey guys, so I dropped off my 2 packages at the post office. I was going to record me going there and my battery died. Well, I started recording, I didn't realize it needed to be charged. And this is a new camera, so I only have 1 battery right now. I'm gonna order more this week, but I was unable to show you guys, so sorry. But I did drop those off. Since I've been home, I have been editing last week's vlog. I'm still very new to editing, so it's taking me quite a while, which is fine. Like, I'll figure it out. I'm using iMovie since it's free on my computer. But so far it's going pretty well. I'm on the second to last day of the edit, so that's cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it that we have going on at the moment. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to start prepping everything for the stream tonight. I'm planning on doing, I actually sketched it out late last night. Eddie went to bed, but I wasn't super tired yet. So, excuse you, cat. Excuse you. I don't know why it was upside down, but I'm planning on doing this butterfly. So I just kind of did a rough like sketch. So I'm hoping that I can send this to my Cricut and my Cricut can draw it on my fabric. That is the goal. If not, I'll have to print it and hand do it myself, which is what I'm used to doing. I just would really like for my Cricut to be able to do it, because then I can cut fabric that's bigger than a sheet of paper, which is ideal for me. So yes, so most likely that's going to be what you guys see next. Hey guys, so I just finished streaming not too long ago, and then I ate some food, and I just want to hop in and let you see what I ended up working on. So we're doing a peacock butterfly, which that is what it looks like. But I think I'm going to call it a day. It is getting pretty late and I am pretty tired, so I will see you guys all tomorrow. Good morning! Today is Wednesday. It's actually almost the afternoon. I didn't do too much this morning so far. I wrote down a list of things that I would like to do today. I went out and I watered my flowers and I had some breakfast, and that's pretty much it. I'm not feeling too hot today, so I'm just gonna try to do what I can. Hopefully I can get some more embroidery done on the butterfly that I was working on yesterday. But that's pretty much my only goal. Just gonna try to take it easy since I know I'm not feeling great. I don't want to overdo it. But yeah, so I will show you guys some of my progress that I make today on this beautiful butterfly. So this is today's progress. Did the fine details on the bottom and the side. I still have to do the other wing tomorrow, but this took much longer. I'm seeing if I can, like, oh, no, my camera's telling me no. But this took so much longer than expected because of how tiny these are. Like, trying to be so meticulous with it took much longer than if they were the larger stitches like over here. But pretty good for what I'm considering day 2. But yeah, so we'll see what day 3 brings. Hey guys, so today is Thursday, and the goal of today is to work more on this butterfly, and I'm most likely going to be streaming later. I don't know if I'm going to be embroidering on stream today. Kind of debating if I want to do diamond painting or even try to finish knitting my sweater. Not 100% certain what I'm going to do on stream, but I also would like to reorganize my cabinet a little bit next to me, because after the last market it got a little messed up and it definitely could use some love. So that's probably what today's plan is. Just gonna keep it very simple, not gonna overwhelm myself. I still don't feel great this week, but it is what it is. So time to get to this butterfly. So I posted this reel on Instagram, and I've been trying to get better at like reels. And this, my phone has like non-stop been going off. It's only been 37 minutes. And I have 124 likes on it, and that's like insane to me. I'm literally sitting here like, oh my god, because my phone just won't stop. I've never, ever, ever have had a post do so well. I don't know what to do. My phone just won't stop going off. It's so crazy to me. Oh my gosh. It's just insane. But yeah. Ah, there it goes. That's so crazy to me. Again, I've never, ever have had this happen to me before. So I just don't know how to feel. I mean, I'm excited, of course, but my mind is blown. Ah! Hey guys, so I just wanted to pop back in and let you know how today went. So I worked on the butterfly for several hours. It might not look like much, but these are very, very, very small stitches. I've actually used 7 or 8 colors so far. But I just want to show you that, and I also started coming up with some sketches for some Halloween designs. So hopefully those work out. I hand drew them. I'm gonna put them on my iPad and try to like kind of make them a little bit better and see if I would want to embroider them as well. But let me show you what I have. So for the butterfly, this is where we are at. So There's a lot of shading that had to go on. I feel like the camera doesn't pick it up as well as in person, and then when I make prints of them, it picks it up a lot better than the camera does. But because like even in here, there's two different colors that are blended together. And then for some Halloween designs, I have a cute ghost wearing a witch's hat with a flower. And then I have a pumpkin that has little candy brains. And then the last one was a little skeleton with kind of like a flower crown. I didn't work too much on this, but it's more of like a vine going through it. But that's my idea so far, so planning on working on more of a finalized version of the sketch that could turn into an embroidery, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, but that is it for today. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hello and happy Friday. So today I was planning on doing some like admin-esque work, a lot of behind the scene things, but we are running into some internet issues. So normally I can still manage. Like yesterday I was having some, which actually prevented me from being able to stream at some point. So I can kind of make do when I'm here by myself, but Eddie's actually working home today, so he needs all the internet he can get because he does like remote support and he needs it. So I actually have turned off all of my devices from using the internet in hopes that it can help him a little bit. It's made a little bit of a difference, but every bit helps. But for me, that means the admin work I was gonna do, I can't do because it's all cloud-based. So we're just gonna do random things that I need to get done in the craft room. Starting with, I'm making these, like, I kind of just made this as a little template, but for my register that I bring to markets, it's just like a little money box. I wanted to have it where I can put different ones in here, so I can put like 1s, 5s, 10s, just because the way it's designed is just to sit flat, and it's really annoying when someone hands you money and you're trying to make change for them when it's just in a stack like this, like upwards, like this way. So I wanted to create cards so this way I can label them and lay them out. Well, not lay them, stand them up, which is how we used to do money at one of my old jobs. When we had like in our safe, we had an extra amount like to make change with, and that's how we organized it. And I actually really liked how that was organized. It worked very well. So I'm gonna use the same idea. So I'm gonna cut all these out, probably laminate them if I remember where my laminated sheets are. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Probably gonna work more on the butterfly. I guess I'm not streaming it since internet, but we just have some random things to do. I guess I can also finally work on my Alex drawers so I can show you how I keep all of my stuff. But yeah, because this week I did reorganize the room like as a whole, but I didn't go into individual areas and kind of declutter and reorganize, and it really needs some love because I just took out all of my embroidery floss. The top 2 drawers had embroidery floss in them, but now I'm always grabbing them out. I think I showed in a past video how I have them, but I'll just bring them out. So I keep them all in these containers, and like I have it, is it on this side? No. This side I have it labeled like black and white, and it's really just neutral colors. It's just easy for me to understand calling it black and white. But each one's labeled, so I have a red one, an orange one, blah, 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 blah. And in the drawers it was working, but I'm kind of at the point where I'm using so many different containers and taking them in and out all the time, where I would much rather put something else in there. And I also bought new jewelry components, so they need a home, and I would much rather keep these on my desk since I'm already using them all the time than the jewelry stuff. So I now have those on my desk, so I have 2 open drawers. Well, they technically have stuff in them now because when I was reorganizing the room, I just kind of threw it all in there. But that needs to have some love. I'm still debating. I really want to add to this wall that's next to me. I'll try to show you. So I have just this barren little wall. I have my laptop here and then my actual monitor for my desktop, and then there's all my embroidery floss. But I kind of want to put a pegboard on this wall, just a small one, just so I can put my scissors and, like, do I still have them out? No, I put them away. Like my embroidery hoop, like things that I do grab all the time. So this way I don't need to open and close the drawer every single time. I really do want to use that for things that I need storage for, but I'm not touching daily. So I would like to create a, like, this is an everyday, like this item gets grabbed multiple times a day. So I might try to do that. It won't happen today because I'm not driving to IKEA today, but I can at least get the measurements and see how many of them I need to buy and what accessories. But that's kind of the idea for today. I don't know if I'll take you along with it, but I can show you guys afterwards. I have a succulent. I have a few different succulents that need to be repotted. So we can go on that adventure today as well, because that doesn't need internet. We'll see how today goes. So first things first, let's get to making more of these. So I just have a stack. I haven't decided how many I'm gonna do. I might do duplicates just in case. Just get out of the way now. But I want to do a straight edge for the bottom. So I don't know if my rotary cutter will be able to cut through this many at once, so we're gonna find out. Because this one's not super sharp. Because this one used to be for fabric, and since the blade was getting pretty dull and they didn't have the blades in stock, so I bought another one and then decided to just use this one for paper. I still have to buy a replacement blade though. And I like the new fabric one I have more, since it's easier to hold. Like, instead of this one where it locks and unlocks like this, the other one has like a little button that I can use and then lock it, and it just has a nicer grip for your hand, so it feels much nicer. So this one's become my paper, or if I need to cut just a strip of vinyl when I'm using my Cricut. Okay, so then just want to put this guy at the edge. And I literally just took $1 and I just laid it out with it to create the shape. So there's no like true measurements. It's more how it just lined up when I was doing it. Okay. And now I have some little note cards that I can write on. So that's always good. I'm always grabbing for something to write on. So whenever I cut paper, I just leave a pile near me. Okay. Oops, that moved. No. It did again. Alright, well, it's not going to be perfect. It's fine. Not a huge deal. Cut again anyway. So now I'm going to do a little cut with my actual scissors. There we go. Oh my goodness. I also just realized that this is not super straight. Does it line up if I use that one? Yeah. The last time I cut it, I guess it wasn't straight, which happens. This was just some random cardstock I had lying around the house, so if I have to redo it, it's not a huge deal. I mean, since I'm cutting so many at once, it's probably another reason why it's not straight. But yeah, just makes my life that much easier. I think for right now, I'm just gonna leave them as is and then test it on my next market, and if I like it, then I'll laminate it. Just so this one I'm not wasting any of the lamination paper. Those ears look weird. I have one. I know I do. Oh, I put it away already. Even though I'm very doubtful that I will get 100, might as well have the card. And now I can show you what it looks like in my register. I don't have any of those. I will do 10, 5, and singles. Do I want to put it behind? Maybe I will put it behind instead. I don't remember which way I liked it. There we go. So now if I have to go to 5s or 10s, yeah. And then since it's kind of flopping around, where did I put it? I had my business cards. Oh, they're over here. But I can like kind of use this as a little weight. Like I'm gonna get a second one where I can put my thank you cards in here. But this way the money's not falling down and everything fits and it closes. So it's easy for me to take to said market. Yeah. For right now, I'm just gonna push it down since I'm not keeping that in there right now. But yeah, so project number 1, done. Woo. So I'm gonna start going through my Alex drawers and organizing and freshening them up because they are pretty bad. Like it's pretty disorganized, and normally I keep these pretty good, and they have seen better days. But I just wanted to show I'm using these liners that I got from IKEA. I don't know if you can really tell. They have like these little nubs on it, and that's what they're called. I've never used them before, so I don't know if they're going to work well, but only one way to find out. I'm also thinking, I know I have to cut these and it's gonna leave some extra, so I'm wondering if the extra will be like small enough that I can fit inside of my containers I put my floss in, because sometimes they fall. Like they're not stacked perfectly up and down because the lid wouldn't fit, so they're slightly angled. So if I grab one, sometimes the one behind it will fall and then more will topple on top, and then the one gets lost. But since these have the little nubs, I'm wondering if that would alleviate the issue I'm having with them. So it's worth a shot, at least if I have enough just to do one so I can test it, and if it works then I'll buy more. But I do have 2 rolls of these, so I feel like that's probably enough, but I don't know. So going to get to measuring and cutting. So we're gonna work on this together, which means none of you guys can judge me if it's really messy, because I'm opening up. I'm letting you guys see my artist messes. I feel like that's common though, you know, like we're just so busy making that we're just like, yeah, I'll put it away, I'll clean it, organize it later, and you just throw it in and then it becomes chaos. Which it has. So I'm just gonna let y'all see the mess of the drawer. Everything's everywhere. So let's empty it and then we will finish it. See, it's hard because like these I would like on said future pegboard, where I really don't want them in here. But for right now, I'm trying to make this I gravitate towards this drawer fairly often. Let me put stuff that needs to go in a different drawer at the bottom. So I don't know why I have these both in here. I like to keep one small crochet hook. This one's a 1.75 millimeter or a number 0 or O, whatever you want to call it, and it's super duper tiny, and it just helps if I don't leave myself enough tail for my embroidery, where in the back I'll just kind of weave it in. So I don't know why there's 2 millimeters in here, but who knows. Oh, you know what, I had it in another cup and I stole that cup, that's why. So extra, this will be my floss storage. Every time I find some floss, it'll go in here, which of course I already see tons of it. I also need to run out and get more black floss. And all of these batteries need to get out of here. I have so many for my old camera that I actually use for product photos. It's just too big to take around to vlog, so. All right, receipts I need to organize. So if I find one of those, go into the other pile. These are all of my tools. What is on my sleeve? Oh no, I just got poked by metal, that's all. Alright, let me angle you guys down so you can kind of see as I take stuff out, I guess. Saturday. I want to apologize for how short yesterday's vlog probably was. I do not know where the time went. After I started, after I cut the liners, I don't know what happened. Just time flew. My camera died, so I stopped cleaning, and then we went out to Ed's parents' house and we were there for a while. So the day was gone and a lot of fun, but did not get to finish what I have to do. So now we are going to try to do that today. I just realized there's such a huge glare. My glasses are also filthy. But we're going to try to continue working on the Alex drawers. I do not have enough liners. You can only get 2 drawers per roll. So there's, I still need another roll then because there's 6 drawers. But at least the smaller ones on top that the things were moving around a lot more will be covered. So, and if I like them, then I can get the other ones. If I don't like it, at least I only had it for 4 drawers. That's the first plan, is to clean this up because now my desk has stuff on it and I can't really start working on my embroidery until my desk is clean. So back to the Alex drawers. Oh, also, I forgot to say what we did this morning. So after we woke up, we had some snuggle time with Moo, which he scratched me in the chin pretty hard. He slipped, and that was rough. It was like such a shock that I didn't even understand like the pain yet, and I was just like, oh my god. But we went to our local restaurant that I was at the market at last time, and we had some delicious food, but I forgot to charge my camera till now, so I was not able to take any recordings of it, but I did take pictures, so hopefully future me will remember to like add a photo and like add another photo or something. But I did get a delicious orange creamsicle smoothie, and it's like with mangoes. It's delicious. So I forgot to say that, so wanted to tell you. All right, now to the Alex drawers. Do you mind? Hello? Oh boy. So I still need to finish cleaning the top, but I now have my items that I gravitate towards more often, and then tools and stamps, and camera batteries, things like that. Then I have hand-dyed floss, these little like specialty spool floss, some extras, and then the hair clips that I use. All of my different jewelry components that I use, well, like the pendants. Then I have jewelry findings and beads. So that's what's in this one. Then I have all the jewelry, like the necklaces and chains and yeah. And last but not least, we have all the extra hoops. Some that I'm currently working on. I already have some that are like they already have fabric in it and they're already drawn on, and then some empty ones. But that is what's in my Alex drawer. Yes, Moo. Tell us how you really feel about it. Is this how you feel? Yes, tell us. Mm-hmm. I understand. Alright. Go team. I just wanted to hop back in and show you guys my setup when I'm embroidering. I actually use a softbox that I bought to take photos of my jewelry and stuff like that, but it works perfectly for when I'm embroidering. So right now I'm actually doing a peacock butterfly, but I wanted to make a time lapse of it. So I currently have my camcorder set up where I'm streaming, well, this one I'm not streaming, I'm just recording it to normal OBS. And this way I'll have all the footage and I'll like zoom in more for when I'm doing it. But I'm also watching Whose Line as usual. And this is my little desk setup. Hello, we have made it to Sunday. Today I'm planning on staying comfy and cozy in my PJs because adulting, let's be honest. And also these are just too comfy to take off. But today we have had a relaxing morning. Eddie ran out and picked up some groceries for us, and we meal prepped some breakfasts. What? We meal prepped breakfast? Yes. Whatever. So that's exciting. So now we're covered for the next like 2 or 3 days. And yeah, so today I'm gonna work more on the butterfly and going to spend some time editing the vlog of this past week. I kind of structure my weeks as if Monday is my start day, so today will be the last day for said vlog. I know that technically today is the first day of the week, but in my brain it is the last day of the week. So that's how the structure of these will most likely be. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I don't have much. I'll keep you posted if anything interesting happens today, but as of right now we are just working on the butterfly. I don't remember if I showed you where I left off, but I'll show you in just a moment. I finished all of the yellow and now I'm moving on to the blue, so I just figured go color by color. But that's how today's going so far. Alright, this is her as of right now. So now I'm gonna work on the blue that's in these 4. Yeah. So we'll see how much further I can get today. I would like to get a good amount done, but we'll see how it goes. Well, thank you guys all for hanging out with me this current week, and I didn't really do much after my last video. I literally just embroidered and then I passed out, so there wasn't there wasn't much to it for the rest of the day. It was a very relaxed day. But again, thank you guys all for joining me on my week, and I will see you next week. Bye!